Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we will be covering about API auto discovery. So without any further ado, let's start with it. So API auto discovery is basically we will be looking into runtime manager plus design center plus API manager. So combination of these three tools. So let's start with the design center in order to create a Mule RAML API specification. So I'm in Anypoint platform and I am now entering into the design center. I will click on this create new and it gives two different options, either to create a basic Mule application or if you want to create an API specification. I will be using this first part, create API specification. The second one is the create fragment. Fragment are basically being used to create RAML based parts or reusable components which can be used throughout different API specifications, just like a reusable component. Maybe you can define some of the resource types in it or some error handling part of it, and it can be directly plug and play, similar to what we have in include examples. So in order to know more about it, you can refer one of my videos. I will give the reference within the description part of this video. So let's start with the API specification. I am selecting YAML 1.0. Text editor format, you can also use the visual editor, but text editor is much easy uh, for the experienced people who have already worked on this design center earlier. Let me give some useful name over here. Let me put greetings. So I will make this API specification very basic in nature. It will be having only one method in it, get. So basically the response will be pretty much hard coded. So it is because the main emphasis over here is to showcase the API auto discovery, how it works with basic endpoint. So keeping that thing in mind, I will not put much focus on RAML specification, but I will try to include most of the available options here as well. So by default, it opens up with RAML 1.0 and with the title of the API specification. Just do a enter, and now in the bottom half of this page you can see the available options. So good to have something like description. What is this? It is a sample RAML API spec to showcase API auto discovery capability. Hit enter and you can see description is no longer available, but rest of the things are available. So let's go with documentation. It gives the option of title and content. So I will put title, and within the title I can put something as content like um, greetings sample API. I will go back to the same level of documentation description title, and I can see these particular options available. So now I will go with protocol. I will go with HTTP. Also, I want to enable HTTPS. I will go to the same level once again, and now this is the right time to create some resources. So maybe I will put a slash and put greetings. I will put a colon and hit enter. After that, it is giving me description and display name. I will put display name first and put something like greeting message. And within the description, I can put something like uh, get method to present the sample greeting message. Now the next thing will be, since this will be a get method, fairly simple in nature, I will use the method as get. After selecting get, it automatically populates for these particular values. Okay, so maybe we can put something on display as well again. Okay, so but display is already there, so let's put something different. I will put description this time, and within description I can put sample greetings to follow. After that, I will select responses and 200 with body as application JSON with an description, maybe sample string, sample JSON message. Okay, now I will select example and I will put something like this. You have to put something like this, and after that you can start coding in it. Let me put a tab. Okay, now it's good. So I will put greeting message. I will put something good morning there, and message like status active, subscription. You can put any value over here, it doesn't matter. I have set this particular API specification, and I will enable the mocking service then and there. If you click over here, you can see some summary. Uh, you can see endpoints and the documentation. Documentation, it is about greeting sample API. Okay, so if we go back to the greeting message and click on get, sample greetings to follow, that is this get method description is there, and the sample JSON message, it is coming down over here. Okay, this one sample JSON message is coming from this particular tag. So without any further ado, let's click on try it. Click on send. We are able to get the response back, so it's all good. Let's quickly publish this to the exchange. It will ask for the asset ID version and API version. Asset version will be 1.0.0, and even API version we should include it over here. I just forgot to include. So this version, version 1.0, this should be good. I'm going to publish it again. So this time it automatically took this particular version tag value. I will put the API as the asset version as 10.0. I will click on publish to exchange. It will take a couple of seconds to load. It seems it is published. I will click on exchange hyperlink, and here you can see it is giving me all the details. So you can put some more description over here. You can change the name of this header and all the things you can do. But let's quickly check the mocking service. Uh, just hitting on it and we are getting the successful response, so it's all well. Now the next thing what we are going to do is let me open this Anypoint Studio. Let me close all the already opened projects. I will right click and click on this Mule project. There is an option to import YAML and OS. I will click on this plus sign from Exchange. I will look out for greetings, or is it greeting? Okay, let's see. So it's greetings. I will select this, push on to the right hand side using the add button, click on finish. In the background, it is going to scaffold and create the flows out of this particular YAML specification. So putting the same name. You can put any other name as well, but just to make a similarity, I have used this. Here you can see scaffold execution succeeded, no errors found. So basically what it does, it creates API kit router and the console along with this. This is the transformation message which is having that message over here. Let's quickly try to run from here as well. I click on yes. I will go to the Postman quickly, click on this plus sign and we'll set up something quickly. Localhost 8081/API/greetings if I am not wrong. Yes, greetings. So it is deployed. Let me clear up the console. I will go back to Postman and make a hit. Let's see. So it is showing me resource not found. It seems I need to clear this up. There is something wrong which I am doing. To how to check? Just go over here, click on this greeting button, and you can see this particular thing coming up. Click on send button. You are able to see methods are or the resources are case sensitive. That's why it was giving me error. Better to use the correct set, and we are able to see the response back. So this is the API implementation which we have done. You can put some more logic around this transform message, and you can delete this console before going into the production environment, as it is not being recommended to have the console with the production setting. So now the next thing we are going to do, I will go to the API designer. Since it is already been published, I will go to the API manager very quickly, and we'll do the groundwork for API auto discovery. In the meanwhile, here we will need a API auto discovery component configuration. I will click on OK. This flow name will be the one which will be triggered as soon as it is being triggered from the this API manager basically. So if I click on API manager, if manage API from Exchange, just look for greetings. It's there. It will auto populate all the things. Go with basic endpoint. Mule application, yes, it is Mule 4 and above. Clear this up for the time being, but remember this is for implementation URL. Go for advanced option and it's all good. Click on save. So this API auto discovery, use these values to enable API management capabilities for your Mule application. Okay, so copy paste this one and put it here. Someone may argue like why we are not putting it from the property file. Yes, of course we can do that particular thing as well, but keeping the scope of this video in limitations, I am using the hard-coded value of this API ID. So this is pretty much of it, and the next thing I am going to do is to deploy it from here itself and deploy to Cloud Hub. It will open up a this prompt window in which I will select the environment, whether it is a design or sandbox. By default, I have selected the sandbox, so it is pointing me to the sandbox. Uh, Application name is not available, so let me put something underscore 2010 2010. That should be okay. That's pretty much okay. In the properties, I need to add some couple of things like Anypoint dot platform dot client underscore ID. Similar to that, I need to have the client secret as well. Now, client ID and client secret, where we are going to get it? You have to go to the SS management and click on the main organization maybe, and select this client ID, and you can select the client secret, and the API instance ID we have already supplied within the greetings jar, so we are good from that perspective. It will take a couple of seconds to load, so let's go back to our API manager. So this is in the unregistered state for now. I need to check on the runtime manager as well. So in the second tab, I am going to check for the status of this greetings app. It is getting deployed. Couple of things I need to take care. I will copy paste this implementation URL and I will change it for API manager. Add consumer endpoint. That would be http colon slash slash this one. You can put a label around it. What should we put? API auto discovery. Okay, and that's pretty much of it. Maybe here as well we can put the same. I click on save. That's pretty much of it. It is still in the unregistered state, but as soon as our application get deployed, we should be good to see the rest of the things. I'll open up one more tab and we'll set up the things. Let me do a refresh on both the pages. Uh, this is being started. Let's see the status over here. It will get refreshed soon from unregistered to the active. Let's wait for some more time. So now you can see the status is converted to active. I will try to hit it from the postman and let's see if it responds back. Seems I need to add some more details. So I'm getting the same message now from the deployed instance. Now what is the advantage of putting this thing? We can put a if you go to the runtime manager, you will not see this proxy like two copies of the same, more or less same application, right? This is being created when I am using the proxy endpoint, not the basic endpoint. So as of now, this is the simple single running instance of the implementation, and on top of it, we have configured the API manager, and here itself we can set up the contracts or you can see the policy. So just to showcase you, I'm going to add a sample policy. So maybe what I will do, let me put a rate limiting policy to be just show like everything is in sync. So what I will do, I will put 3 requests within a period of 1 minute. After that, it is going to error out. I will expose the header and apply for all the methods and resources. I will click on apply. So that's pretty much of it, and I will go back to the API admin level so that I can see the all the details. Let me refresh it. Now the thing is, as soon as I cross this 3 requests per minute quota, I will get 429 as too many requests, some sort of error. So I'm expecting that. Let test it. First, second, third, 429 too many requests. So this means the API auto discovery worked, and what we have done, we have created a RAML API specification. We have scaffolded and created flows out of it, set up a API auto discovery instance ID on the implementation flow, and copied the client ID and the client secret from the access management, configured the API specification within the API manager, and on top of it, once it is in sync with the running instance, this gets status into the active from the unregistered state. And after that, we can put any custom policy, any automated policy, any policy on top of it. So that's a short video about the API auto discovery, and I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.